He's spun me out a couple of times.
Oh, that's a regular thing, Matthew.
All about Chris Gale.
Well, Lisa, he talks about a spinner, and a West Indian spinner is in this ranks, Akeal Hosein. When they played last, Pooran came up the order to open to neutralize it. How do you see the usage of Akeal Hosein today?
Yeah, I still think they can use him. I know that the finger spinner is going to bowl into his arc, but Akeal Hosein is very good at his arm ball. That's when he's most effective, when the ball is swinging, and that's going away from the left-hander. So I still think he's worth a try. If not, you've got Adam Milne, who's picked up, 5 left-handed wickets within 21 deliveries, and so they've got a number of options that they can go to if Akeal Hosein isn't effective straight away.
Yeah, and Noor Ahmed as well. Watch out for that matchup against Nicholas Pooran. He averages about 4.3, got him out 3 times. So he's a huge player for TSK.
Chris, Akeal is someone you saw in the Caribbean for a number of years when you were at the back end of your career. How have you seen his development in world cricket, Akeal Hosein?
Akeal been brilliant. Started with Akeal, he's actually worked on his game. And as Lisa mentioned, he developed that arm ball, and it's so very vital and useful with the power play, with the new ball as well. So I like what he's doing, and he can bat as well. Brilliant in the outfield as well. It's a very, very improved cricketer.
Right, so much to discuss. Look at the crowd already. Everybody wants to see these three. And Lil Sachin as well. How are you feeling, Sachin? Excited?
Yes.
We all agree, right? Now, in terms of predictions, let's start. I'm going to start here and go down the line. Where's your heart at the beginning of today?
No heart, because I'm just a commentator, but MI New York.
MI New York? Christopher Henry, I know you've just come.
Well, based on MI, I go with MI as well. They always do well in this sort of situation when their back is against the wall and then they actually just explode.
Heart's always in the
In terms of the big players standing up today, if you guys had to pick one player from each team that you think will play a big part in their team's success, any names stand out?
Nicholas Pooran for MI, absolutely. We saw that the other night. Red hot favourites went down to a really good performance from Finn Allen, just blew the opposition side out of the water. So sometimes T20 cricket can be exactly like that.
Yeah, Quinton de Kock, because I'm going for MI New York. I think...
you're going for him now, are you?
Well, I've picked them.
Oh.
It's not going for them. Just calm down, Haydock. He's feisty, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's the X factor. If he gets out of the blocks really quickly, he's going to put a lot of pressure on the bowling unit, and then they've got depth.
Chris Gill, what about Kieron Pollard?
I was just about to mention him, especially when they're chasing as well. We have actually won so many games chasing, so what an experience to have in a team as well. So it's going to be vital for Kieron Pollard. Depends what total they're going to chase. We'll see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gets no bigger than this. It is blue versus yellow. We have told you all you need to know. Now, the time for talking is finished. It is time for action. As you can see, these people are ready. We are ready. Let's head out to the field for the anthem, and then time for action.
Is saddened to see the devastation caused by the current flooding in Texas. We're proud to call Texas home, and we stand in solidarity with those who have been affected by these tragic events. Please join us in observing a moment's silence as a show of respect for those that have lost their lives during these floods. Thank you. On the field for tonight's national anthem ceremony are the match officials and the 2 teams, MI New York, captained by Nicholas Pooran, and the Texas Super Kings, captained by Faf du Plessis. Fans, please rise if you are able, and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Julie Todd.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant
magical. The voice of Julie Todd with a rendition of the USA anthem. Here we are then, the challenger, and it is MI New York in blue who've hung on by a thread, who will take on the Texas Super Kings, who will fill their home. And a look at their two teams. Kunranjit Singh is into the side, and they hope that they can continue on their march to the trophy. They have the Super Kings in their way, who didn't play the game, and it paid for them that they had finished in the right position on the log. So, just illustrating the fact that the round robin stage doesn't count for naught, as happens here with first playing second and getting through to the final. And also, if you are third in that third and fourth place eliminator, you can get through too if there's inclement weather and the game isn't played. Jermaine Lindo, Rushane Samuels, the two umpires who lead the players out there. They've seen it all before, this franchise. They have many key players in their ranks who have been involved in games such as these. Had a taste of the nerve jangling a couple of days ago when it seemed for all money that their time was up. But here they go again, and they must face up to the yellow of the Texas Super Kings. For the Super Kings, that man who's leading them, Faf du Plessis, has seen it all before. And I tell you what, that's not an overstatement. Been around a long time and has led from the front even when not skipper, because he bats right up at the front and gives his teams a decent start. In finals, in big games, seems to be able to do it even more so. Can he do it tonight? That's the question. Just look into the background there. A bolt from the blue is what he must deal with. There's a look at his sterling record this season. 175.5 for his strike rate and 409 runs. They've been important, his runs. First up, they sort of were runs that he was scoring and his team wasn't winning. But of late, his runs have been critical and have led to his team getting over the line. Smit Patel answered the call. 105 strike, but here's an opportunity in a big game to show again that he has the mettle and he has the skills, and he must face up to an absolute champion in Trent Boult, whose second half of the tournament has been fantastic. Bat and ball in the previous game, hitting the runs that got them to the line, and ensuring also that they weren't chasing too many with a magnificent performance with ball in hand. Weather set firm, and we hope that it holds, and the stage just right for two storied franchises who will both believe they are winning franchises. One must lose tonight. Here's Boult. A nice start. A little bit of swing, but played really well too by Smit Patel. Just a nudge down the ground. Good evening to you, Natalie Germanos, and how do you feel?
Good evening, Palm. Good evening, everybody. I'm excited for this encounter. First ball, gone for 4, timed nicely, not overhitting it. I'm sure there's a bit of nerves in there as well for Smit Patel. Spoke about his strike rate through the season. He'd love to push that up a bit. Not always going to be easy against someone like Trent Boult. But that first ball just looked like there was a little bit of movement again, which we saw in that eliminator. It was movement for Boult in the eliminator.
Muggy conditions, and so the expectation is that it will swing as well. There is a bit more wind. In the previous game, just look where it pitches. Much better. More water put in it because he had time, the groundsman, and so could put water in it and roll it. So much better today for stroke making.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a chat with David Agnew as well because you did the pitch report, Colin, but he did mention that he had that time to give it a really good drink, as he calls it. The weather's allowed him to do that as well over the last couple of days too. So they've been working really hard because he said he wanted a wicket that is a really good Texas wicket. We know this is a good surface. We've had first inning scores here over 200 quite easily, and teams also chasing it down too. It's a good surface. The other night, with the amount of rain we had, the weather about, swinging around, and it was tough for batting.
Nice shot again. Well bowled again. Yeah, started with a 4 and then he's just pulled that length back a little bit.
We spoke about the variations that he has in the build-up. You can see the seam pointing towards the batter. He's got that ability, obviously, to go into the right-handers, and this is something that he's going to want to be using against this lineup, which is predominantly right-handed batters.
That's the change-up. To make sure you can't just plant that front foot forward. It makes that in-swinger, even the one going across, a bit more dangerous because then the feet don't go and you end up prodding at the ball. Yeah, fans in the stands, yellow and blue, and they'll be going at each other. Look at that for a change. First 5 in the power play, and he's known for doing well in the power play. Shot. A couple of beauties for Smith Patel in the first over. 8 without loss.
When my hair started to thin, I wasn't feeling so confident.
I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I started taking Nutrafol because I had seen that it worked with my friend. Nutrafol really takes the time to do the research, to do the clinical studies, and I really respect how it works from the inside out.
Nutrafol was able to bring my hair back to life, and it keeps getting thicker and fuller. Oh! It felt real good to ditch the hat.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
Duplessis, Stoinis, Herrera, Hussain, Milne, Noor as the main actors. And it's not to say that Mukkamala, Patel and Zia-ul-Haq don't have a part to play, and Ranjani, they do. Must all be able to contribute today if they're to put together a performance. Here's Kenjige, and he's bowling at the correct end.
Well, Smith Patel bookended the first over with 4. Started with the first ball straight down the ground and then was given width. Most wicketkeepers generally played quite well square of the wickets. I mentioned the right ends. You look at Kenjige's figures from the previous game and you think he was expensive, 2 for 43. But actually it was just the 1 over where he was bowled from the end we are at, the race course end, that changed things for him. He was brilliant in his first 3. When he bowled from the river end, as you're saying now, the right end for him, because of the wind, encouraging the batters to try and hit into the wind leg side. That's the way to go.
Yeah, just to finish off that conversation in the game, the eliminator bowled him at the wrong end. He went for 27. Let's say he goes for half of those, and he probably wouldn't have bowling at the